Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like
Well, this entertainment mecca opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Yeah, here we go! Boy, we're going to 54.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 50.
Here's Ferguson. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah! There we go. Hey, kill! Here we're going to 53. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 20.
Now Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Kill.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And a short game down to about the 33. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Yeah, here we go. Right to wide eight. Then we're going to 54, wide eight. Then we're going to 53.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10. For that one, as he'll take this down inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Scatterboo. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw, Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Here we go, 46.
They'll run with Ferguson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Under.
Prescott now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
Yeah.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Yeah, here we go. Go. Get out there. Kill. Gun. Switch it, hey. Here we go, 47.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. Under. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
Prescott to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Gun. Here we go, going to 50. Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Under. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47, 26.
Prescott yet again. Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Yeah, here we go. 4-8. Switch to 8. Hey, 47. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dart going to look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Dart. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Dart looking to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Kill! 47! Then we're going to 53.
Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Go, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Go right in. Done. We're going to 54. Why here? Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give up the middle, Scatterby. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Scatterby. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Scatterby, 56 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see plays and know these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Yeah, here we go. I take line. Here go 46. 46.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott got an open man. It's Pickens. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go 46, 46.
They'll set up a throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Kill. Here we go 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To the air again, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson.
Kill.
Throwing, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Well, that one drops down, incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone.
Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
An inside run with Scatterbury. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Dart. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here comes 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing his Dart. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Sweat today. We're going to 54. Why here?
Prescott. That is intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And instead of tying it up,
distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, and knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from Arlington. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense would take the field.
Fuck the Cowboys, nigga. When's the last time I went to the Super Bowl? I'll wait. Oh, all right. Fuck out of here. 2011, nigga. We won twice in my lifetime. How many times y'all won in your lifetime? Oh, all right. Oh, all right. All right, OG. All right, OG. Nah, fuck no. You got to deal with a healthy Giants this year. And we healthy this year. We ain't been healthy in the last couple of years.
Open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running
that nigga was on the boat throwing bombs. Fuck you talking about?
It's how many big plays do they generate on on the ground, and when you can generate big plays on the ground,
who's our running back this year?
Everything's so much more difficult for the defense.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Who's your running back this year? Williams?
Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. They'll get about 4 here as
Hurt.
he is taken down.
And we got we got OBG back. OBJ back. And I said OBJ back.
But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
Nice work here. He's got the first down. Down to about the 30-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll get about 5.
This shit's staticky as fuck.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. It's another run here for Williams. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows
You
them
from
to
Dallas?
do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and
Sounds
short.
about
Now it's
right.
up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
I mean, I'm from right around Philly. I'm not a Eagles fan.
They go with Blue. Oh, yeah. And he will get into the end zone.
That was some bullshit.
Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys.
He's not tough.
Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice
Williams.
long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start
All
for
Texas
this
is
offense.
race. Bunch of racist motherfuckers.
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try
That's
to
everywhere,
continue.
yeah.
Now Prescott.
Ooh.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
If I had a fucking ego
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He gets buried on the return, way back at the 10. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington.
Scatterboo about to shit on you. No cap.
Football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
No cap. That nigga just broke his ankle.
2nd down and 9 to go.
He was shitting on him niggas last year.
Up the middle.
Get off him.
Scatterboo. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Sounds good.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Open man, that's
Huh?
Slayton.
What were you saying?
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
No, you said I wasn't going with the first time.
Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead. That's Scatterby.
Fuck
the hole
away,
closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a minus.
Don't stop being the Dallas fan when they don't do nothing this year. Again.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Scatterby. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Fuck are you talking about?
That is hard.
Huh?
What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Avante Turpin on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yeah, here we go. 20.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
We're going to 53. Hey, kill.
Prescott.
Good looking.
Left side, gonna be intercepted.
Good looking.
Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's
Appreciate
gonna be
you.
out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break. And he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
That's crazy.
19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Scatterby will score. Touchdown. G-Man. So the
Man, I get the
turnover
ball
turns
at
into
halftime.
a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go.
I seen a nigga score in
Take
14
advantage of the
seconds.
short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Go play action. It's Prescott. Flush to his right. That's down the field.
Oh!
And this will bring them
He was
all the way
short.
down to
That
the
shit was
20-yard
big.
line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
That was a
Dak going to get this to Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be backed up now to start this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
How would I do
We
that?
have hit halftime.
I get the ball.
Take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You can do onside kick.
This is still
That bum-ass
anyone's
kick
ball
shit
game
is
at this
going.
point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This is taken in at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be backed up now to start this drive. On first down, Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Pass complete to Neighbors. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets...
That's over the middle and intercepted.
He was not there.
Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Phil Maffa. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken short at about the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Once again, it's Scatterboot. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
You know I'm going for it.
The intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but...
That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Penny.
47.
First down on 1st down.
That's funny as shit.
On the move left. He runs with it.
You knew exactly what that shit sounded like.
Yeah. Took it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain just 2, and it's 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yes!
4th quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
Yeah!
They'll try and run for it.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboys first down. Oh, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
And this is one of those plays, Mike, that's a little tough for the defense to stomach. They got a chance to get off the field, and they just weren't able to get enough penetration to prevent him from picking up the 1 yard that he needed.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Javonte Williams.
Might be is the key word. It ain't there yet. Still got 3 minutes left.
Touchdown of the afternoon.
Sound good.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg.
Let's go ahead and kick the field goal. You ain't been able to get a 2-point yet.
And extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think
I
this
know.
just might
That's exactly how that shit
too
works.
much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
That's gonna be caught. So add a couple more points.
That shit should have been knocked the fuck down. That nigga's not. Lamb? Yeah. Him? No. Think I'm not a Dallas fan?
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick
Yeah, you can
this
see
one
he's
away. Olszewski now to return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We'll be back up now to start this drive.
That was just
Three tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scatterboot. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. On 2nd down, Dart. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation.
I'm going for it. If I don't go for it, I'm definitely playing that.
Run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's taken in. Up the left sideline. Off to the races. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Dart gonna throw it again. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this
That should have been pass interference. He was holding his hand. Nigga, they was going steady.
The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Another try, 2nd and 10. To the air again goes Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds.
Your nigga was coming right at me.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5.
Get the fuck out of here.
Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2. Looking to throw. It's Dart.
That's crazy.
That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose.
I'm good for that. I'm good for that. All right. I never did it for you. I never did it against you.
So they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they've still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Got a man open downfield. It's Tolbert. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You look up saying goodnight to my son, nigga.
On that pass play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Do it again. I dare you.
Here's Dak to throw.
Yeah, I know.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's
fucking wrong with
you.
Yo, they gave that ass shit.
These are the worst.
He didn't even catch it.
Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside.
No, fuck no. That's why you started laughing. You know he didn't catch it.
You're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not.
And this is going to be a touchdown.
The bullshit.
They're going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Yo, they gave you the catch when he clearly didn't catch it. That shit came right out. I know because I've gotten catches like that to myself.
It all could just seal this victory away.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
Yeah, here we go.
He'll drop to throw.
Fuck's wrong with you? You get that one throw or something shit.
Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And
GG's. That shit over.
Have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on advantage. Now we needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case. Never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you. There will never be justice to face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Up next, it's our main event between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Play action now for Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Galloping inside the 40. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down and goal to go.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Set. Lady.
Another for Williams. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. Dark from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Scatteroo now from the gun. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. Offense up to the line fast. Scatteroo on second down. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Scatteroo. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in a hurry up here. Trying it again with Scatteroo. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the roof?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set! Go 20!
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Ready! 250!
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these
Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down.
He goes, trap! Red 80.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
40, get set. Blue 60. Zebra.
Stafford gonna go on forward. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Stafford from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Third and long now for Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. All right, here we go. Fourth down with Stafford. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Giants get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass is coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they're just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Third down now. Here's Darks. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, here's Darks. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offensive line fast. From the gun, here's Darks. Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's There's going to be a play tomorrow when they watch it on tape. They're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
A number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Dart going to go for it on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Blue 60.
First down throw here for Stafford. It finds Adams downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
And this is caught as they hit the end zone for two. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that two-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double team, there's still that chance to get that entry pass like a great post in basketball. They know how to finish.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Darts out of the shotgun. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Here we go, set.
Throw here, third down. He's loaded another one up. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterbury. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Driving forward with Scatterbury. Makes a cut to the right sideline. He will not score, but that does set him up front with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, "Give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort."
He goes to the hurry up here. Scatterbury. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 3rd and goal, it starts. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Williams. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll get about 2. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Ready to go!
Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. To throw is Williams. Forced out wide. He's going to run it, and he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing to start. Here's Dart. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds here. And it's only a gain of a yard. From the 31, here's second and 8. So after one, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They've got a second and 8 coming up. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scattergood. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now the shotgun. It's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! Biggie Angels! What is it on?
Now Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Chicago.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to do it.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's Williams now to throw. To the right side, caught by Burden.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete. I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Now it is 1st and goal.
What is it on?
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Olszewski now to return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First down, Dart, hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. He's going to take a shot down the field. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. They'll go, and here's Dart. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Now, Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterboot. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. On second down, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Dart gonna throw here on second down. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. Dart. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. To throw is Dart. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge.